which I'm sure that many of you have not heard of before. This is probably one of, if not the most underrated game of our time. I love this game just because it has everything that I could ever want. It's, you know, it's got philosophy, it's got, you know, a good story, it questions, you know, the things that you know, don't normally think to question, and it's just a really fun ride from start to finish. You can see that there's two of them, Talos Principle and The Road to Gehenna. We're going to do Talos Principle for now. The Road to Gehenna is kind of a sequel slash spin-off of Talos Principle, but we'll get to that. In this game, there is a bunch of moral conjecture. I will say that whatever your religious beliefs, whatever your moral affiliations are, this obviously is not meant to be an attack on anybody. But I'm sure that a lot of you guys will be shook, and it will feel like an attack. But don't worry about it, because it's... everything comes back full circle. We'll say that. We'll start with that. Whoa. And that just, like, lit up my face. Alright. Ready. Here we go. That's another thing. This game is absolutely beautiful.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
Oh. So yeah, Elohim, you know, voice of God, you know, cool stuff, you know. Already we're kind of off to an exciting start. This is a jammer. So basically, jammers turn off things. Okay, let's see here. If I remember correctly, there is... yeah, once you place the jammer down, you gotta leave it there. Basic calibration successful. Okay. Those things we need to stay away from, because they are willing to kill me. Exactly with that thing right there. Now we can get this jammer. So there's a lot of like hidden stuff around here, like different puzzle pieces and things like that, and if you collect them all, you know, and we get these little QR codes that are left behind that tell like messages of other players and things like that. There's something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover. And it's really cool because I loaned this game to my old roommate Fano, and he was able to see all of my messages.
Land, I have created trials for you to overcome, and within each I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
There you go. The way to get eternal life is collect sigils. So We don't want to die, yo. As you can see, the sigils are kind of like shaped like little Tetris blocks. Go through the purple gate, it like destroys anything that I'm carrying with me. Which I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to, so. Only the two of us. Obviously the puzzles get harder and harder as time goes on. Right now, all we're using is jammers, which eventually we get like controls and cubes and freaking, you know, all sorts of crazy stuff. Let's see if I can. There we go. Ah. Not today, machine gun. Not today.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our name. Each brings you closer to eternity.
So yeah, this is the game. I know we're not really getting into like the moral stuff just yet, because we gotta still get through this quote-unquote tutorial. People. Gotta make sure here that, because sometimes they like hide like tools and stuff like that in like extra places. Gotta double check and make whoa. Okay, where's the other one? I can't get it through the wall. Then we're gonna have to take this jammer. I seriously doubt that this one here can reach that. Oh, it can! Dang. Alright, well, there we go. Then wait for this one to pass. There we go. See, I knew it'd find it. Voila!
You will not need this sigil to open the gate to my temple, but it may serve you in times to come.
It will. No jammers, so we're just gonna have to hoof it. Get out of range. So now that's turned off. So if I do that, yeah, it stays down. Allow me to jam the hell out of that thing. Aha!
Well done, child. Only one more sigil is needed.
Yep. Sometimes it opens up a shortcut for you to leave, but I always like to kind of look around before I take the shortcut, because sometimes like it does that to kind of like lure you out of the puzzle, because then once you exit, the puzzle resets and you have to do it all over again. You don't get another sigil, but it's a pain in the butt. Here we go, here's another path. Oh, that's what I have to do. Okay, cool. I got it. So we let that thing float in. Trap it over here. Aha! It will not be detonating on me today. Turn that off. Ta-da!
My temple awaits you, child. Go forth.
Yeah, buddy. We already done this one?
My child, you do not need to collect all sigils at once. You are free to return to this place whenever you choose.
Yeah, but we're already here. I mean, you know, I'm just saying. Crap. No. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
The guardians of this land may harm you.
No joke.
But do not resent them, for they are my servants, and they challenge you only so that your faith might be strengthened.
Doesn't make them any less frustrating. I got it. Nope, I'm gonna give you a wide berth, my friend.
You are most diligent.
Ta-da!
Perhaps this trait will serve you well in times to come.
Yeah, I should hope so. So yeah, this game actually has multiple endings, and it's pretty cool. Like, the story is super in-depth, and it's kind of subtle, which is something that I really like, because it's not like, do this, then do this, then do this. It's like, this is your mission, this is your goal, don't do this, but you're totally free to do that if you like. Ta-da! Impressive, no? Yeah, I know it's not very impressive, but still. Alright, and here we meet, the serpent. So this dude is the Milton Library assistant, and his job is to basically to screw with you. So yeah. What's this? Type help for a list of available commands. List, open, help, run MLA, exit. Oops, already did that. Okay, list. Welcome, Athena 6, and figured out. Command run MLA. Understand is a strong way to put it, but yes, your query. Describe your functions. Sort and classify data in the library archive. Secondarily, it facilitates user interaction with library resources via an intuitive human language interface. Also provides powerful networking and troubleshooting functions. Your query. Let's see here. How old are the library archives? Publishing date from 1st of July 2005 to the 27th of June 203F. Forget the library. You respond to queries on the outside world. It's limited to the data of the library archive. You can ask about other topics, but my responses may be limited. Who is Elohim? Elohim is the noun for God or gods in modern and ancient Hebrew. Okay. Where am I? You're currently in a support session with the MLA Human Language Interface module. Your library archive session may be resumed at any time. What am I? You're logged in with a guest account. Oh, gee, thanks, man. As it goes, this guy gets more intelligent and more snarky the more you talk to him. Let's see here. There we go. So now we are returning to the archive. Hi again. I'm sorry if I was a little odd at the meeting. I know you were nervous, but the truth is that so was I. This may be hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You're so young and you've already accomplished so much. The situation wasn't so grim, I might even be jealous. There's also something I wanted to clarify. I realize that, nominally speaking, I'm head researcher here. But this is your project, and everyone will respect that. And yes, I know you're not used to working like this, but as of today, you're in charge. No pressure. G. So, let's see here. Athena 6, text. Athena in the Garden of Hesperides. Did not trust them, but they moved with such grace, such nobility, that it was hard not to follow them further into the strange garden of gears and cogs. This led her to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seemed to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grew a smaller tree, made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grew a single golden apple. This apple, the nymphs said in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step, for you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom its unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Some say that Heracles, a bunch of gibberish, gazing upon the stars and wept. So, yeah. Everything is super, like, symbolic and super crazy. The way I see it, the world doesn't come with a manual. You gotta figure it out for yourself. A bit here, a bit there, put it together, try to make sense of it. I'm pretty sure there is a truth, but that doesn't mean everyone who claims to know it really does. Then again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. We live in an amazing world, and searching for the truth can be a real adventure. Plus, it's good for the brain. Anyway, just some rambling thoughts from your old man. Don't let this stuff get you down. You're young, you've got loads of time to figure it all out. Love, Dad. Cool. Moving right along. Yep, so we got everything from there.
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you.
Well, what? No. We got rooms, man. We got rooms. We got things to do. Welcome to the Bombasticus. So you may have seen that star on the other side over here, on the sign that was kind of showing where it was. Like, where is it? See that? That's one of the bonus things that we can find if we look around hard enough, which is where we're doing now. Oh yeah, and if that wasn't dark enough, we have a little self-destruct thing. Damn. Yeah, I figured that was too close. Alright, new plan. There we go. That's 2, and our star is still here somewhere. What the heck? Yeah, even though I've played and beaten this game multiple times, I don't think I've ever found all of the stars and everything. They can be like really, really well hidden. And we get more tools later on and stuff. Let's see, maybe it's over here? Could very well be back here somewhere. That could be it. Maybe. I got excited. I thought that was a secret passage for a moment. World of impossible architecture and inexplicable machines. I cannot fathom how it works, and I am terrified to put one foot in front of the other lest I fall through the floor. So yeah, we're going to start seeing other robots. So that one was Faith. And they all have kind of religious names. So that one's Faith. There's also Samuel. There's also, you know, like, there's quite a few. Nope, not today, Mr. Turret. Alright, so it's probably somewhere over here. Kind of allows us to explore a little bit. No, we don't want to do that. I'm well aware that I can't jump over the wall. I'm just trying to see if I can see anything over it, because if I can, then maybe I can find the star. And then whenever I find the star, we can kind of like poke around until we find it, like until we actually like get it. Over here. Oh. How bizarre. How bizarre. I feel kind of like Dora the Explorer. Do you guys see the star? Bien! Vámonos! This seems like the best bet for where it might be. Which means this is the one we want to go to. So maybe yeah, I was hoping I could use that to jump up. Maybe not. Why was the jammer pointed over here? Flip that switch. Puzzle piece was. And there's the thing from the shortcut. Tax has invited us. Give me a moment and I'll invite him. Or we'll join his party, I guess, because there's already people here. Hello! I am currently streaming the Talos Principle. Welcome to the stream, guys.
Oh.
Not much.
Well, hey, how's that going?
It's going pretty good. We are looking for the first star, which is the secret collectible. Which is, of course, easier said than done.
That's super fucking moist, man. I like it.
Yes, it is very moist. I don't understand why that word bothers so many people. Like, it doesn't bother me even in, like, a little. Like, I think it's, like, it seems to, like, bother girls more. Like, I think, I don't know. Probably because, like, you know, like, whenever they're, like, wet, I guess, I don't know. Like, maybe it's just, like, a dirty thing. I have no idea. Well, yeah, obviously. Like, so, if we get this thing open, we're gonna get our crystal projector. That's what we need. So let's see here, number 2. Here we go. That will give us what we need.
How is Talos?
How is the Talos Principle?
Let this be our covenant.
It's a blast. It's a really fun puzzle game, and it's also like super philosophical.
But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
Alright.
So that
So
to solve all the puzzles.
if you guys missed that in the stream, basically the god just said, hey, you know, you can do whatever you want except for go in this tower, because if you go in this tower you're going to die. Naturally that means we're going to go in the tower.
That's right.
Run the MLA troubleshooter. Yes.
Going in a forbidden tower, that's so moist.
Hello guest, is there something you'd like help with today? Your query. Yeah, troubleshooting. Help accessing network functions. The most common cause of network problems is holding insufficient account privileges. Please enter the admin password to authenticate your privileges. Admin. Nope, that's not it. What about, trust no one?
Trust no one.
Let me in.
No, you're not trusting. You said not to trust anyone.
I'd like to create a new admin account. Yes!
The guy.
Please take a moment to prove you are not a bot. You will now be asked a series of inputs. To cohere with data protection legislation, you must consent to have your responses used to develop a broad psychometric profile. Raw response data will be deleted immediately. Your profile will only be made available to other administrators. Generating certification Part 1. Part 1 ready for user input. Please complete all fields. Please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor in this assessment. Alright, cool. Begin certification program. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Question 1 of 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. Duh. What is your subjective reaction to this image? Ah, it's a face. Smiley face. What best describes a person? A human being. You're walking through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do you do?
Water.
Offer half the water. Part 1 of the certification process is now complete. You will receive a notification when Part 2 has been generated. Terminating support session. Done. Resuming library archive session. Okay, cool. So now we have IAN. My first day at the Institute for Applied Nomadics. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work there. Trembling, I walk in, and right at the entrance, there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell?
Yes.
Then I
Jeff Goldblum, God.
Then I get it. Institute for Applied Noemetics. Ian. Dr. Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Dr. Sarabhai shows up smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym back when the institute was founded. She says, Enan, Iapin, Inapno. It all sounded stupid, but we didn't want to just want to call it Ian because, well, that's a name. Then someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kind of stuck. So we're officially called Ian, but if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name, I guess. I know, bloody geeks. After that conversation, I wasn't so scared anymore. Alright, Talos principal.text. Yeah, this is the history of Talos. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If, then, a machine may have all the properties of a man and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood.
Super moist information, keeping everyone alive. Oh yes, people. In other words, hydrate. Drink people's blood.
Okay. So cool. This is like notes on Alex, who in this game is a researcher who liked to write. So, novel's first sentence, she woke up in an impossible place, knowing nothing, signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based story, though we should not go so far as to read the entire work as allegory. Rather, while taking the science-fictional novus at the core of the narrative at face value, we should, and then it cuts off. Note 2. Having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others and what our own subjective, flawed, limited senses tell us. Social reality, belief, and objective reality matter come into conflict. When in Chapter 16, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist questions her mentor on the blank. And Note 4, a more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through synthesis of... and then nothing. And there we go. Alright then, so we have that. Good, no. So there should be a star somewhere here. Here we are in an ocean. At the ocean. Words. And the words made the world. The words are everything. And the world ends. Go forward. Sense of space.
The words are...
That's cool. It's the apocalypse. The hell was that?
Ya yo tengo pollo hecho de...
There's the star.
En el caldero ese hay
So,
pollo adobado.
We need a jammer for it. And a lot of things, like in this one, require us to pop the jammer over like a wall or something. Like that. There should be another jammer somewhere. Oh, no, I know what it is. Wait this jammer, set it up here. Take this jammer, move it right, yeah. We'll take this jammer.
Are we on for 7 days later, guys?
For 7 days? Is that what you said?
Finish that. 7 days,
Yeah, I'm down for 7 days after this. I'm 40 minutes in. I'll probably stop stream in an hour. Then I'll stream 7 days.
Good. You are learning, as is your purpose. But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
Alright, cool. So, God's sake, you have free will. I will not tell you what to do, unless it's necessary for me to tell you what to do.
I will not tell you what to do, unless absolutely necessary.
Oh my god. Giving us free will? Yeah, I'd agree.
Why have you catch me with free will? Why? Should have just made me a millionaire. Have everybody do stuff.
But you wouldn't have free will, so money wouldn't be a concept.
Of course it would still be a concept.
Why would it be a concept?
We would have still figured a way.
No, because we don't have free will. There's no figuring.
That's my free will thinking. I have to snap out of it.
We would be in The Sims.
We would be in The Sims.
Yep.
Oh yes, master, was this water? Oh my god, this water.
Well, assuming that the god that took away our free will was a benevolent deity, we wouldn't have a concept of money or anything. If he was a dick, we could still have a concept of money, but it'd be kind of like, you know, like a little kid playing with dolls. It's like, okay, Barbie, now you're gonna chop off Ken's dick.
Wait, Ken already doesn't have a dick.
Oh my god, that makes me think of like the robot chicken thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this doesn't usually happen. Not having a penis doesn't usually happen.
I'm pretty sure if I find some super glue and maybe, hey, this plastic carrot. What do you think?
Fuck. Damn it. That was so dumb of me. I don't know why I did that.
What did you do?
I ended up dying because I was too close to a turret that I stunned, and then I took off the stunner.
Oh, lovely. Good to see I'm not the only one who does that. Or rewire a trap, forget that you rewire it, and then go in and activate it because you're taking out the rewiring tool.
Yep. Setting landmines and forget where you put the landmines and then walking over your own landmines.
Or watching someone for an hour straight placing landmines really carefully so that they explode in a range set, and then waiting for them to back away and walking right over the entire set. That's just how I am. Hey, but it was funny though to watch my body juggle. Oh, what? This shit is breakable?
fucking hell. Aha! There we go. Da 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 da! Tetris piece. What up?
I can feel it in the air tonight. Oh, Lord.
Oh man, I wrote like I wrote a chapter today that was just like so hard for me to write because it was so like heartbreaking, and then it was like so sweet, and like I was crying the entire time I was writing it. It was harsh. And then afterwards I was like, okay, I need to give my emotions a break. And then I realized, like, because it's like a romantic thing, and I was like, damn, that's exactly what I want, and I don't have that. And that just like made me curl up into a ball for like an hour. Oh, here's a recording.
When you're writing,
Number
it's right in the
23.
feels.
Dude, like, it kicks me right in my like dick feelings.
Now you know you're doing some good writing.
What are you doing, buddy? Huh.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now, bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Yeah, that's Alex, I believe. Where'd the recording go? Just around here somewhere. I saw him. Aha! Attention, part 2 of the certification program has now been generated. Designed to test the consistency of some of your outlier responses in the previous round. You will be presented with a series of statements. Whoa.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I'll bring you some.
I don't know where that came from. Begin. Yeah.
Sir, you're not staying super moist. That's the problem. You're not staying super moist.
Since all human beings are persons, and some human beings have psychological capacities similar to animals, some animals are therefore persons. Broadly disagree. Your input is accepted. I can only broadly agree or broadly disagree. There's no, like, kind of agree, kind of disagree, so...
I knew it. I'm not a human. I'm a fucking
A person is under no authority other than that to which they consent. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Trigender Firefox? What the fuck?
The quality of life of persons ought to be maximized. Yeah, I'd say that, by the person themselves. Value is discovered, broadly agree. Answer, I suppose so. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. No. The liberty of persons ought to be maximized. I don't know about that. Yeah, I'd agree. Value is created. I would agree. Your certification profile is now complete. You'll receive a notification when your user profile has been generated. Error.log. That day I oft remember, when from sleep I first awaked and found myself reposed, under a shade on flowers, much wondering where, and what I was, whence thither brought, and how. Topic number 3. One day you discover that you are not a human being, but a machine. Your life so far was real, no one controlled you or programmed you to behave in some specific way. Your physical and mental capacities are identical to those of an organic human being, but you were created in a lab. No one except you knows about this. Your family, your friends, they all think you are a regular human being like themselves. You could continue to live your life the way you have before and nothing would change. How do you react? Pay specific attention to these questions. A. Does your concept of yourself change? Are you the same person you thought you were? B. Does your understanding of the world itself change? C. Do you reveal the information to others or do you keep it to yourself? And why? 1,500 to 2,000 words. The 26th is the final deadline. No extensions will be granted. Submit via email.
What the hell?
So, think about that for a moment, okay? So, one day you discover that you're not a human being, okay? Like, you have the same mental functions and the same physical capacities and the same appearance of a human being, but you were made in a lab. Alright? And so, nobody else knows about this. No one in your family or friends know anything like that. They all think that you're a regular human being. So, does your concept of yourself change upon discovering that you're a machine?
Yeah, definitely. My concept of myself.
It's philosophical. It's supposed to be like a personal answer, you know? Like, are you the same person that you thought you were?
Yeah, I'm still going with my answer. My concept of or perception of myself would definitely change after finding out that I'm not a real human. I would definitely be exploring to see what my actual capacities are.
No. You are not controlled or programmed to behave in any specific way.
Yeah, you're completely free of will.
Yeah, that's the thing. Your life so far was real. No one controlled you or programmed you to behave in some specific way. Basically, you're identical to an organic human being, but you were just created in a lab. Exactly. I think my concept of self would also change, but only like partially, because part of who you are is where you come from, right? And so if you discover that you didn't come from the place that you thought you came from, so if you found out that, like, for example, you're a machine, which means that your family, who the prompt says does not know that you are not a normal human, you know, that means they're not your, like, real family, so to speak. So it makes you start wondering, well, who made me? Where did I come from? You know?
Dude, like, honestly, you guys know me. It would completely change me for everything. Like, honestly speaking, if you find out your whole life is basically a sham or whatever.
But is it a sham, though?
It's just that the life you've been living is just... Yeah, but the perception of life that you've been given, that you're human, that you're mortal, that you have mortality, is...
You still have the physical and mental capacities that are identical to an organic human being. So that means that you'd have the lifespan of a human being, too. So,
Not too sure.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, you were artificially made. You were not made through sexy times.
So it's like a clone, not an actual, like, cyborg.
It's less like a clone and more like a... Because, I mean, like, the brain is a machine, you know? Like, the body is technically, you know... Like, it's just literally a bunch of, you know, dirt with an electric current flowing through it. Like, so... Yeah, like, in that sense, it was just, like, artificially created. Like, Straight up, it was Full Metal Alchemist, but it actually worked.
Okay. See, you had to dumb it down. Now I get it.
Yeah, you're a homunculi. There you go. You're a homunculi.
Okay. All right, but yeah, still, even then, still, it would. To me, at least, it would totally fucking.
All right. What about the second part of that question? Are you the same person that you thought you were?
I mean, yeah, you are, because yeah, you would be the same person. Your eyes would just be open to, you know.
Right. Right. And so, exactly. Because you weren't programmed to do it like that. It was your choices and your free will. But, like, that kind of contradicts, you know, the whole idea that the concept of yourself would change. Because if the concept of yourself changes, then you wouldn't necessarily be the same person that you thought you were. Right? It's philosophy. So, like, no, I would agree, though. I would agree completely. You would be the same person that you thought you were. Because even though the concept of yourself changes, that doesn't change, you know, necessarily who you are. Because, like, say, for example, if it happened to me, and so, like, my concept of self, it would make me go, like, oh my god, like, what the hell? Like, then why are my parents, you know, my parents? Like, where the hell did I come from? It would make me, like, ask a lot of questions about myself. But then, at the same time, though, I would still be, you know, like, to me, I would still be, you know, Josh. Like, all of my friends and everything like that, I would, if I were to tell them, I would not expect them to shun me or turn me away, because I would be the exact same person that I was before. So, part B, okay? Does your understanding of the world itself change? You think so? Right. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, right. It's like, right, like, finding out that you're a machine, like, does that cheapen, you know, like, the value of your existence? You know, like, or should you, you know, like, obviously it doesn't change the value of your existence from your own personal standpoint, because no one wants to die. Although I have no doubt that some people, upon finding out that they're a machine, would kill themselves, but that's besides the point. Well, I mean, like,
dude, if I found out I was a machine, fuck that. I'm robbing banks.
Why? You can still die.
Give a fuck. I'm a machine.
What?
There's gotta be
Like,
loopholes.
there's no loophole, man. Like, you have the same physical capabilities of an organic human being. If you get killed, you die.
You said machine. Not that shit. You said a machine. It's like an actual.
You are literally just a artificial human.
No, but I like the whole being a machine better.
Well, you are a machine, but that's what I'm saying, though, is, like, you're not immortal. You can die. If you take, like, a pocket watch and smash it to pieces with a hammer, guess what? That pocket watch is dead. You're not made of like a bulletproof exoskeleton. You're literally just a machine.
Can I just fantasize about being a machine for 2 minutes?
No, you can't. Fuck you, you're ruining the
Damn
philosophy.
you and your rational logic.
But I mean, it does like also raise an additional point, you know? If you're a machine, how many other people are machines? What if everyone's a machine and you don't know? I've never seen it. Oh. Mm-hmm. But who? Okay, but see, that brings us perfectly to part C. Do you reveal the information to others, or do you keep it to yourself, and why? Like, I honestly would keep it to myself. And the reason why is because nobody else would believe me. And that's why, like, with the aliens, there's no point in them hunting him, because if only one guy can tell, no one's gonna believe him. Like, there's no way. Is it, what's the other one? The Invasion of the Body Snatchers? With that one guy who's just like...
The coon was pretty funny.
Yeah. Alright, and then last one. ARG Solutions. From Bob Rakovsky to 108 recipients. Subject, Grarg. All these calm people are driving me mad. Have they all suddenly turned into Buddha or something? I didn't know the world had such reserves of serenity, though these latter-day Gotmas are at least being somewhat realistic. You know what's even worse? Those paranoid nutters who are building bunkers and collecting guns. What are they gonna do? Shoot shit? Though I have to admit, the overall response has been much better than I ever anticipated, to the point where I might be moved by the beauty of humanity if I wasn't such a grumpy old fart. This minority of total idiots is really messing up my final days. Anyway, the reason I'm writing is because I refuse to believe in scenarios with absolutely no solutions. If we all put our heads together, we can figure something out. It'll be crazy, but crazy is better than dead. Crazy is what we do best on this planet. So yeah, to summarize, the world was ending, or the world has ended, and the humans came up with a solution for this apocalyptic thingamajigger, and we just need to figure out what it was. I saw the thing run over here. And maybe he ran to that gnome terminal, but I wonder if there is a recording over here along the beach or something. I will say, like, the Talos Principle is such a beautiful game. Like, you know, move the fuck over Skyrim. Like,
That good, eh?
oh, totally. Like, I swear up and down that the Talos Principle is one of the most underrated games, like, in existence. Like, the reason why is because whenever it came out, like, another really big hit came out and, like, overshadowed it. But, like, all of the critics and everything who've, like, reviewed it have, like, given it, like, super good ratings. It's, like, 10 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Like...
How much is that game?
Oh, what? Talos Principle? Probably pretty cheap. I think I bought my copy for... Let's see here. Somewhere on here. It was pre-owned.
I can't say anything. I bought my Dishonored 2 on disc for like $5.
Yeah, but Dishonored 2 is shit. God. I was so disappointed with that game.
Oh, so I'm in for big disappointments, aren't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the first one.
God, damn kids.
Damn. So the DLC is better than the actual game.
Yeah.
That makes me sad.
Okay, so the game brand new on at Walmart costs $19.99. Really? Wow. Okay. Well, no, it makes sense because they charged for it as if it was a new game. That being said, I really want to get the Little Witch Academia game because it looks amazing, but I don't have money, and that makes me sad. He got Little Witch Academia? If he got it as a hard disk, like, straight up, whenever he's done with it, I will, like, suck his dick to borrow that game.
Oh my god. No, Paul, what is wrong with you? There are better options.
Well, like what?
Like, make some money and buy it yourself. Don't suck dick for a video
How am I going to
game.
make money? I can't find a job.
I suck dick for money. Okay, never mind. Forget it then. Go ahead, suck dick for that video game.
Boo. Weed's not an addiction. Weed's not an addiction. I've sucked dick for crack. Have you ever sucked dick for weed? No, I didn't think so. Alright, stream. We're going to call it there. We had some good philosophical talk. I'm going to switch over to 7 Days to Die, and we're going to exchange philosophical talk for zombie massacres. Yep, fuck dogs.